Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's University of New Haven Esports stream. Today, we have Varsity Valorant going up against Sacred Heart University in qualifiers for the Sacred Heart LAN, which I believe is coming up this weekend. My name is Jollification, and I'm here today with co-caster Plutnium.
Yeah, that was a better introduction than I could have ever done.
UNH already locking in the composition here. Like we're going to have Gavarone on Cypher, Sauced on Breach. We're going to have Mamba on Omen, Annex on Raze, and Optimal on Tejo. Map here will be split for the first map.
They are running a pretty standard setup here for maps that just split. You have the one controller. Omen will dominate heavily with those smokes. Double strategist as well.
I am the beginning. I am the end.
Cypher always a good lock as well. Able to lock down one of the different sites, so they stack one over.
Raise! Don't tinker with my gadgets! I don't...
Do get underway here with the first round. UNH being first to defend. Split a bit more defender side, so hopefully we'll have a good half.
Yeah, 15 seconds here until the round begins. Looks like they're going to have Omen anchoring on B site. Raze and Tejo looking to pinch mid. Breach ready to swing whichever way Sacred Heart goes. Cypher set up on A. UNH ready for anything here. Looks like there might be some presence in mid and A from Sacred Heart. And the Omen's gonna rotate
Spike down
immediately.
A.
First blood for UNH. Cypher getting a pick off that tripwire, make that two.
One enemy remaining.
Optimal picking up one.
Four.
Flawless.
Flawless. Oh my.
What a quick round in UNH's
We go
favor
on my
there.
mark. They're usually distracted when
mean,
That's what you want to see
Sacred
early.
They just tried to push out that choke and they just got lit up.
Beautiful setup from Cypher. That first trip went off and it was the downfall immediately for Sacred Heart.
Looks like UNH here going for an almost identical setup in this second round. Although Breach is hugging B side a little more. We'll see how that works out for them.
I think we're going to see a Raze jumping down mid with that Bucky.
Another KO knife on A. It might just be another quick hit from Sacred Heart.
Did spot one on the cross as well.
This is going to be a huge charge from the Breach.
Cypher getting the first two.
One enemy remaining.
Make that a second flawless.
Wow, absolute dominance so far. Sacred Heart just looking to get any kill in that past round on their, what's it called? I forget.
Stave?
Yes, that thing.
Was a save by. They were looking to get a kill there, maybe. Stopping UNH from getting a bonus round, but they're going to walk into this with a pretty good setup against Rifles.
UNH actually looks to have a really aggressive setup towards mid and B here. They're just leaving A completely open.
They do hear them in that alley.
They also have an Omen with a Bucky here, I believe. So this will be very interesting to see how the round plays out.
Multiple enemies B.
Did spot one with the jump peek. That first blood to Cypher. Make that two for Raze now. Third, fourth. Oh my.
Oh boy. That is a huge round win for UNH. Now they're on full buy and they all have around 5,000 credits. That was a important round for Sacred Heart to win and they just couldn't do it there. UNH still with 0 deaths going into this 4th round here.
It's a masterclass start. Economy couldn't be looking better at this moment. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart is going to be forced into another save. Possible flawless again.
Presence towards A from Sacred Heart, although one gets tripped. Optimal just looking for an aggressive duel here. Gets one, gets two. Manages to live, and now they're just gonna do the cleanup here. One left from Sacred Heart, and that is another flawless from UNH.
This has got to count as cyberbullying at this point.
It may be.
A little 4K for Optimal.
Yeah, UNH has yet to die.
Been playing very fluidly with each other. A lot of good flanks. Sacred Heart,
UNH
most likely.
very similar setup to rounds 1 and 2 here. Just setting up with one towards A and B each, and then ready to pinch towards mid.
Spike
They
down
already
mid.
find a pick onto Clove in mid.
Another first blood. Optimal. Feeling that confidence in the Cypher setup allows them to play these more aggressive mid swings.
Mamba
One enemy
finds
remaining.
2 on B side,
Spike
and now
down
UNH
B.
just gonna push all the way up for this Sage. No fear. Oh no, Mamba is the first death for UNH. That's tragic. Oh wait, someone else died. I didn't see
Optimal
that
was the
part.
first to go down.
No!
Oh, that's a mean
And that'll
flank.
be it. 5-0 for UNH.
Might not have been a flawless, but very close.
Yeah, I believe that was the second full buy that Sacred Heart's been able to have. Looks like they can either do a half buy or a save here on the side of Sacred Heart. We'll see what they roll out with.
Yeah, the economy of teams is complete polar opposites. UNH with a very strong and healthy, closing towards the cred max.
And there's a very early pick. Wow. Just early swinging into B and manages to pick one off.
Can use that.
Oh, aggressive
Optimal
push by Optimal.
They still have control on all parts of the map. Mamba's gonna find one on KO. Finds the ISO as well.
You're gonna see a Sage res maybe. Now the wall just there to stop them from
Potentially.
pushing up.
They might just be rotating with the Sage wall and placed it to prevent the rotate respawn from UNH. As you can see there, the Cypher from UNH
One
with
enemy
Gavarone, he's
remaining.
swinging all the way into mid, and he catches them on the rotation, finds 2. Another great round from UNH. 6 more rounds remain in the half. UNH gonna look to take all 6 of them.
If they just keep up this confident and strong play, they very well could do it. Looking like they're gonna go for an aggressive push out A main. ISO catching Raising is all, I believe. Raise wins at 1v1 is 2, go for optimal, nearly 3. Optimal gets a triple, and the Sage swings out, but is unable to find a kill. Another flawless for UNH.
Yeah, just complete dominance shown from UNH here. They've only died 3 times, and it's been 7 rounds. They've found 35 kills during those 3 deaths.
That math makes it sound so much worse for Sacred Heart here.
It really does. They're sitting pretty with, I believe that's an 11.66 kill death for UNH here. They're pushing really aggressively in mid here.
No fear.
Presence towards A with the KO knife. And UNH already pinching with 5 people onto A. They find a pick onto KO early. And onto the Clove. Clove self-reses, but the Yoru's also going to fall. And just another dominant round from UNH. Unless we see something from the ISO here. Anything's possible. The ISO's going towards B.
Believe he has Spike as well. No, I don't think so. Let's find
Mama
one.
does fall. That's 1 pick for the ISO.
Oh, but a
But
shorty kill.
yes, Annex secures the 4K. And it'll be 8-0 going into this 9th round.
This was just a regular comp match. I'd recommend a surrender, but Sacred Heart does have the chance for a comeback. Nothing's ever over.
Yeah, especially like you said, this is a defender-sided map. However, I mean, Sacred Heart doesn't have a Cypher here. And the Cypher is single-handedly making it so that Sacred Heart can't really push towards A. They've tried a few times, but it hasn't worked out in their favor. Early pick for Annex here.
Oh, Sacred Heart
All
finds
of
one.
them is towards B. Yes, they do pick optimal.
Seeing some more util out of Sacred Heart during these team fights. No response for Annex as he gets a triple.
We could see a 5K from Annex here. Already got 3, there's 2 left.
Good slow play by UNH, not getting too aggressive.
They just heard a Marshall towards B. Gavarone pinching through the attacker spawn, trying to get an angle.
Mamba looking for no head tap here. There he finds it. ISO in an absolutely awful spot.
And that'll make it 9-0 in favor of UNH. Continuing their dominance.
I mean, a flawless half would pretty much spell the end. Defender side of they're not. If it comes a match point straight out of the half, it'll be hard for Sacred Heart to have their own flawless half.
Yeah, and especially we've seen UNH just showing superiority in the gunfights as well. So if it comes down to a 12-0 pistol round, I like UNH's chances a lot there.
Especially with the double strategist lineup.
Yeah, for sure. They see one B lobby here already,
First
and
blood
that'll
for
cause a
Annex.
pick on ISO. Or that's Yoru.
Annex should be nearing Ray's ult as well. So their ult economy will slowly build up as well.
UNH being extremely patient here. They don't want to overstep and make a mistake. Although Gavarone aggressively pinching because they know there's still people on B.
Spike down mid.
It's going to be a 3 against 2 here. Sage is the only one left for Sacred Heart now. And Sauce will find the final kill.
out of charges.
10-0.
I hate waiting.
Really good maneuvering by UNH there. Took their time on that round. Weren't too aggressive with the mid push. Played off each other really well.
Cover going out.
More patient play from UNH.
Yeah, I believe Optimal heard a few footsteps towards A. He did ping over there.
You have Anna. The Raze is ulting now down towards A
Cover
main.
going out.
He does find one onto close. Get back out though.
Yeah, the
You
Clove
will
didn't
not
quite
kill
have
my
their ult
allies.
again, but the Sage will res the Clove. Only to
Doesn't
die
do much.
immediately. Yeah, one left on, or no, there's 3 left. I can't count. Teho will come out here with, I think that's his ult.
Believe so. ISO did ult, but
One enemy remaining.
didn't catch
30
anybody.
seconds
And
left.
Mamba quickly cleaning up this round. 3
Yeah,
on
3
1 now.
against 1 on the Yoru. Think he's Vents. Looks like he
Does
is.
teleport. Oh,
Went for the 360 jump peak. Not quite able to find the kill. And UNH looks like they're just gonna save here.
Oh. Nearly a friendly fire incident. But they do
Last
go into
round
the
in the
last
half.
round of this half
Nothing
up
much.
11-0. The econ. Oh yeah, the econ for Sacred Heart is hurting. Be a half buy for at least 2 of their members.
Yeah, UNH just looking out to close out the perfect half here. Annex actually opting to buy, was that an Odin?
I get Odin and a Judge, but oh, Mamba. An aggressive swing and finds the first kill on that ISO. Sacred Heart only has a KO ult to work with. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like UNH has any ults up to go. Might have a few that are close.
Ao finds one towards A side with the drone. Yeah, it looks like Annex is gonna push up aggressively to try and catch that one.
Yeah, sitting in that smoke with a Judge is terrifying. Though the Clove does find a kill in the breach. KO ulting near the mid side as Yoro gets a kill on Annex.
This round actually could potentially go in Sacred Heart's favor. They get the bomb down, but as I say that, 3 people die. The Clove does res, but
Goes
going to
back
fall
down to
anyway.
Cypher. Yeah, and Yoro just not in a position to stop the defuse.
And that'll be the end of the
12-0.
half. UNH sweeping the half 12-0 in dominant fashion.
Sacred Heart gonna have to play their hearts out. Keep this game
Yes, they
alive.
will. I believe it's a best of 3 series as well. So they will have a chance to answer back. It's like UNH gonna take the spike towards mid, I think. Just looking to gather info at the start, and then we'll probably see him hard commit to one side.
UNH might just get confident in their gunplay ability. Opt for an all-out brawl. First blood for Sacred Heart. Traded back out as Annex finds one on the Sage. Finds a second on KO. Finds a third on Yoro. Clove meanwhile dropping a
Last
3-piece of
player
their own.
standing.
Make that a 4.
Cypher's on the flank. Gaveron or
One
Mamba
enemy remaining.
Emma.
catches him. Or no, that
Oh.
was Gaveron. I got thrown off. Baited. And ISO will clutch the round. Sacred Heart not getting flawless here for the match.
Nope, to get the first round, and they will have the economy for half buy into this second round. Now, will UNH try? Looks like they're gonna force a Stinger buy. Maybe hoping to just put this one to bed before rifles have to be taken out.
Early breach stun down A, making space for Annex to peek everywhere. Already on the flank, finds one with the Stinger. Annex in their spawn now, finds a second.
Third,
Third,
pulling them all away as the bomb gets planted on B site. A
potential
one-man
Annex
distraction.
5K here.
4.
There's 4.
Oh, Clove
No!
with the Bucky shuts down the ace. And there
From
goes the game.
behind.
A 5
Oh,
Stinger
yeah.
rush.
Beautiful.
First round. In UNH's favor, going up 1-0.
Yeah, one more match here.
Kind of shocked there was never a timeout called.
Yeah, I don't know if there are timeouts allowed in this tournament. Not really sure. Looks like UNH doesn't have coach speed here as well. So they'll have to call their own timeouts. Second map looks to be selected Haven. Although I'm not sure if that's set in stone yet.
Haven's a pretty balanced map. 3 sites makes it a little hard to stick around. Could definitely see a Cypher appearance.
And it looks like we're back into the action here. UNH going with a very similar composition here for Haven, just opting for the Neon instead of the Rays. Everything else is staying the same.
Annex gonna keep on that gas pedal.
Yes. That might be an
UNH,
indication they're looking to play a little faster, just go in ultra aggressive with the Neon, with the slides and the speed.
UNH will be attacking first. First, a 3 duelist defending Sacred Heart. Sorry, 4 duelists. This might be an
That's my
aggressive
double, yeah?
game.
I got her. Gotta go.
When did Waylay come out? I've never heard of that character in my life.
I don't even know the character
What
that
the heck?
UNH has.
Waylay. Came out a month ago, apparently. It's also a duelist.
Oh, 5.
Wait a second. Wait a second. That's 5 duelists on the
That's
side
gonna
of
be.
Sacred Heart.
I think they
What?
should just fight mid every round.
I'm out of here.
That might be an indication that Sacred Heart has given up here.
They've thrown out strategy for pure gunplay. And Gavrone finds one. Annex one of his own. Optimal getting the third.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not
sure
gonna be able
if
to keep up.
going for
One
all
enemy
gunplay
remaining.
is the play when you've been losing the
Flawless.
Annex a
gunfight.
second. Optimal a second. First round flawless for UNH.
Not bad.
My lungs are
Good
gonna
start
burst if
here
every
for
gunfight is like
UNH.
that.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very hard for defense here for Sacred Heart because they don't have any way of stopping UNH from walking forward other than flashes.
Got flashes, stuns,
Let's go.
dashes,
I'm out of here.
But
nothing
just
else.
no info.
A little skirmish down in sewers. Annex does fall to the shorty. Aggressive
Aggressive
gameplay.
peek.
All missiles away.
Although
have
they
the
did get a
neon trap.
trade-off.
Another 2 kills for UNH.
One suppressed. Ammunition.
Looks like they will be able to get the bomb down.
Planted.
4v2 with just a dominant position. Oh, that'll be so mean.
I believe he did take the TP there.
A double
But-
kill with a shorty for Gavron.
Yeah, he was ready with the shorty for that TP from the Yoru.
Up 2-0. UNH looking strong already.
Yeah,
Will be a
11
bonus
more
round.
rounds to secure the win.
Ooh.
Marshall from the side, or actually that might have been an outlaw
Cover going out.
from the side
All
of
missiles
Sacred
away.
Heart. And already UNH has gotten off the execute onto Seaside.
Planted. Reloading.
Reloading.
Sacred Heart will be strong on the retakes. The problem is they won't be able to stop them from getting on site.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have any smokes to smoke off this C long, so UNH just plants it there and then they post a 2 up there.
Shadows traveling.
There's not really anything that Sacred Heart can do here to get off a defuse.
Enemy
And you
remaining.
got a flank, but doesn't matter. Sauce and Mamba clean it up. UNH up 3-0.
Yeah,
I feel
again, that
good.
was a round the Sacred
weird.
Heart really needed to win, but
Salamat. Go, go,
It's
go.
difficult with that composition. You can't smoke anything off. You have no info. It's just raw gunplay, but UNH can create favorable 1v1s just with their smokes and info.
And even
There's
with
no
the 5
fight
duelists,
back
you can't flank. Cypher
That
just set
too.
up those trips.
Yeah,
Go, go, go.
Shadows traveling.
and UNH is
Missiles away.
somewhat flanked.
Sight. Cover
And no
going
trips
out.
for Sacred Heart. They can't even slow down Anorex as they dive the back line.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna keep hitting C long here, because if Sacred Heart can't smoke, then they can just hold long.
Annex finding 3, looking for 4. Maybe they zip around the map.
Optimal with an aggressive swing onto Reyna, and it will pay off. Just a Neon remaining for Sacred Heart. UNH searching for this Neon.
This is terrifying. Gavron finishes it up. Flawless round.
Wow.
I mean, one more good win for UNH, and they're sitting on max creds. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart is kind of in between of a full buy and a half buy.
All missiles away.
Shock it.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Annex finds the first. Sacred Heart getting a repick on the Bucky, but
Can't use that.
Gavron and Annex shutting down
One
2
enemy
more.
remaining.
4v2, 4v1. Annex was 3 again.
Reloading.
Enemy and defender spawn.
Annex wants back-to-back 4Ks, but Mamba is flashing Annex.
Once again, UNH on the hunt here. Annex takes the duel on C site, but will fall. Now Sost is going to have to come all the way back around to make sure Yoru can't get a plant off. Or defuse.
UNH just playing like they just unleashed the dog kill streak on COD.
Trust me, they'll know what hit them.
Up 5-0 now. That's so mean. Sauce is checking ranks.
Gotta go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
All missiles away.
UNH rushing with 4 down long here. We've seen them do this multiple other times this game. Annex finds 2.
Just absolutely sprinting with that neon ult. Not
One
afraid to
enemy
play those
remaining.
long angles, gets a third. Optimal
Mamba
finds a
is
fourth.
currently eating a muffin on C site.
I mean,
UNH
why not?
takes the round.
I flushed them out.
I watch Mamba set up a picnic.
I mean, you gotta let a man eat his muffin, you know?
It looked pretty good too, I won't even lie.
Yeah, I think that's the double chocolate muffin that they have at Bartell's sometimes. Shout out to the UNH food staff, the unspoken heroes of campus, making incredible
All
food
missiles away.
day in, day out. Shout out to them.
Cover going out.
Meanwhile, UNH does the same thing. Rush down C. Cypher sitting in the middle, just waiting for any flank.
Go, go, go.
And they're back out long.
Yeah, I mean,
go, go.
that's all they have to do to win rounds here. Walk on C, plant the bomb for long, and, I mean, they just win the round off that.
pretty healthy ult economy for Sacred Heart, but I'm not sure they'll be able to contest the one-way smokes.
Cover going out.
Everyone did fall to a Stinger mid, but
Dinger's not going to help at this distance.
you know, on the rain it falls to Mamba getting a dirty full
Yoru's
peek.
down.
And bombs going off.
Yeah, they get the pick on the ISO, and that'll be the round. Waylay also dies to the bomb. Mamba making sure to smoke optimal before the round ends.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean the confidence for UNH could not be higher.
Yeah, and we're gonna see them do the exact same thing they've done 3 or 4 other times this round, or this game. They're just gonna run down C, place it for C long, and then dip and go back in C long.
Gotta go.
I'm just waiting for the judge 5-stack.
Here they go, sprinting time.
And they're so good at using that utility to watch those hidden angles and X picking up the first.
Yeah, ISO in garage as well, and UNH knows that. They're actually not going to back up all the way to long like they have in previous rounds, although there's a Neon on flank. Neon was spotted near A site. Now they're just going to try and collapse.
Oh, sitting in their spawn.
Yeah, catches optimal off guard with that. But
Annex
Annex
cleans it up.
finds fourth. That'll be the round. 5 rounds to go. UNH to win this qualifier match.
I'm out of here. Go, go, go. I'm out of here.
UNH might have to play a little bit careful to have 4 ults for Sacred Heart. Nothing too scary, but they all got popped at once, so there's a slight bit of hesitation.
UNH
Does it
actually
play?
going for B site here. They do leave the breach back towards A just to get a stun off.
It's like a
peeking
rotate
with
to
the
A.
stun. Yeah,
Annex just picking apart the defense as the planet goes down. Looks like Gavron is sitting on Heaven, yeah.
and that'll do it. Annex with yet another 4K has 22 kills. Yeah, not much Sacred Heart can do here.
Go, go.
Just with their comp, they're not able to do much.
Gotta go.
UNH looking to push B here, looks like.
It's you and me.
Stealing sight.
Flashing in garage. Reyna, or no, that's Waylay, catches Mamba off guard with the judge.
The breach gonna force them out of hiding with the util. Cleaning up the rest quickly, 4v1.
Yeah, Yoru was spotted somewhere in mid, and UNH just collapsing on him.
Did
Now
hear
in
teleport,
garage,
but
they are stuck. Annex might knife. Nope.
oh,
Classic kill instead. UNH
Up 10-0.
3 rounds away now.
I need to set back up.
looks like we need one of those graphic content labels on this. This is
Yeah,
just
we
a
might need to get
bullying.
that.
10-0. I think the KD ratios are just absolutely bananas on both sides.
I'm coming for you, ISO.
Gotta go.
Flash out.
aggressive mid push, looking like they're aiming towards C mostly for the most part. Annex with 2 early. They're sprinting into B to find a third. Spike gets
Yeah, we might
planted
see a
and
5K here. Annex pushes up to the spawn and decides to go B instead. Sees
that's-
the Reyna,
Remaining.
catches a fourth.
Quiet is destroyed.
Neon 1v1 here for the 5K.
they know that
Will
Neon
Annex
likes the
win it?
flame.
Reload.
I think they saw the Neon Util get popped in spawn. No, I was wrong, but Annex does fall. And they do track down the Neon as the bomb goes off, refusing to let
Last
them
round
carry any
before the
weapons
switch.
into the next round.
Send what you got.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, and that's also kind of important because the economy for Sacred Heart isn't very good right now. They're gonna have to half buy. Now UNH looking to get a perfect half here. Yeah, they're just gonna look for a quick plant here on B. They're all in this smoke. The Phantom actually kills 2 from UNH, but they have
This
shotguns
is,
in the smoke.
I'm so confused.
It's a 3-on-3 now.
Reloading. Someone is
One
Waylay's gonna
enemy remaining.
hinder a couple of UNH players, but they have shorties out. The shorty will catch the ISO with the Odin. UNH 1
Switching sides.
round
reloading.
away.
Match point.
This is it.
That was just mean. I mean, Sacred Heart used every ultimate they had left just for UNH to sit in that smoke with shorties and get 3 of them.
Now it'll be interesting to see how UNH plays this defense, because they did lose the 13-0 on pistol round last match. So we might see them play it a little more safe here.
Yeah, and this is the time that Sacred Heart's comp won't be as bad just because they have the 5 duelists.
Whatever they get paid.
I mean, it's not a great comp by all means. There's no smokes, but it does have give whiz.
Many enemies mid.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
nice duel.
And
UNH up 3. They're pushing
the Euro's getting
here.
collapsed.
Yoru dies.
Make
We
it
could
4.
see a flawless here in a
Make
knife
that
duel.
5.
And UNH takes the knife duel for the win. 13-0.
What a way. What a way to end it. I mean, that's demoralizing.
Yeah, absolute dominance from UNH.
That was what a way to end a qualifier.
Guys, have a good one.
Yeah. So that will, I believe, qualify them for the Sacred Heart LAN this weekend. I think it's Saturday. Not sure. However, that will be the end of this stream. Thank you guys for watching.